The most alarming problem today in front of students who want to choose the career in their passionate interest is that they are going all way wrong. Me, aspiring to be a doctor from my childhood, have heard many controversies that PCB is a tough course for an individual to secure a seat. And at some time, I have decided to take MPC so that it makes me easy to secure a seat. But I felt regret about it. At Edgrom, I researched about NEET and I've got much useful information. After the Edgrom webinar of career options after 10th, I learned that nothing here is too tough or too easy. Edgrom made me feel confident of what I'm willing to do. Not only me, but there are many of my friends who are confused to know their careers. I advised them to make research about it in Edgrom and the result was good. So finally, I suggest every student to join Edgrom and attend webinars to know more about career options. Thank you.
Worth all the hype? What should I choose after my 10th? They say PCM has more scope than PCB. Shall I go for it?
I like biology a lot. What if I couldn't make it in NEET after 12th? Could I able to face the pressure?
I want to be an IITian or NITian in future and I need good coaching for it. Where do I take my admission in?
Now that my MCET rank is decent enough, so which colleges should I choose for admissions in Vizag?
Do I really want to do engineering or am I just going with the flow? Well, I've always wanted to prepare for civil exams. So what should I do now?
Is CSE really worth all the hype? What about ECE and JEE? Should I do much research about it or stick to CSE? What if I don't get a job after taking up other branches? Questions like these have been haunting us for the past 2 years now. We never had a clarity as to what to choose or where to go. There always has been a doubt lurking in the corner of our minds.
But after using a platform like Edgrom, we have been able to gain some clarity regarding our decisions and choices. Experienced people in these fields have helped us to be firm with our decisions.
What is Edgrom? Edgrom is an online platform that clarifies all your doubts regarding your career choices and gives you valuable advice. It has an answer for every question of yours.
Edgrom is not only confined to science streams but also other streams like arts, commerce, etc. And since it's an online platform, you can have an access to it anytime.
This platform is run by experienced people like Vinay, who has been a lecturer for 2 years in intermediate. He has given the right guidance in our intermediate.
Venkatesh sir's way of approaching the students was unique and fair, and he has always been kind enough in clarifying your doubts.
People like Vinay sir are many on Edgrom who are willing to help the students. They'll help you to dream big and achieve big. So without any delay, take up your chance and make the right choice.
Hello, this is Venkatesh Pannam, the co-founder of Edgrom. Many students and parents have a question. When there are so many career websites, what is the need for another website? Or in what way Edgrom is different from other websites? Edgrom is a social platform where it provides all the information related to students' careers. Not only that, through a lot of tools, a student can get the personal information. For example, they can post all the doubts in Ed forum and those questions will be answered by experts in their fields. They can read articles related to their careers, related to their courses, and lot of different articles can be found in these ed blogs. And another important tool is the advice, where they can get lot of information related to different career options. So they can browse all the information here, and they can get a lot of information about various areas. And another important one is Ed Alerts, where we provide all the brief information about various exams. And all the notifications will be posted here on a regular basis. This website is different from most of the career websites. That is, this provides complete information, personalized information to the students based on their interests and based on their chosen career options. So this, whatever the information that they get is completely personalized. This you'll find nowhere. So, and one important point is all these services are completely free. Dear students, please register in this website, and you just fill all the details in the profile, and then you can download the app from Google Play Store to get all the personalized information related to a career. And lot of discussion will happen through webinars. So in those webinars, students can talk to the speakers, they can ask the questions, and they can clarify all the doubts. So definitely, Edgrom is a boon to the students and parents, where you can get answers to all your queries, and definitely this website will help you to take better career decisions. Please register and make use of all the services at Edgrom. Thank you. Yeah, good evening, Vinay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining. Avinash, good evening. Thanks for joining.
Hi, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, Avinash. Thank you, man, for joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, without wastage of time, let's start the today's webinar. Good evening, all the people who are watching live in YouTube, Facebook, and definitely this webinar is completely different from those we have conducted because most of the webinars that we conducted are the webinars where they're focused more on exams, how to prepare for JEE exams, how to prepare for NEET exam. And even we brought some of the people who succeeded in their lives. They have shared their personal stories. But today we have a local boy from Vizag, and he is going to share his success story. And already through his blog, he has reached so many people. Definitely, when I promise that you are going to inspire a lot of people with your story. And Avinash, thanks for joining. Definitely, you guys have a role to play in order to educate the young minds, because they are suffering with a lot of questions. So Edgrom is a platform where we try to give information related to their career, courses, colleges, and even what as a subject knowledge we are going to provide. Definitely, we can do all these things with the help of the young chops like you, because you know better than us. I'm a teacher by default. Okay, I know only one part of it, but I don't know exactly what happens in industry. So what we are trying to do is we are bringing the people from industry, and where you have this practical knowledge. So we want to educate the students what exactly they need in this 21st century to get better jobs. So once again, I welcome you all for this wonderful evening. Before we start the webinar, let me share a few things about Edgrom. Already we have just seen a video there, but just I want to share a few things about Edgrom, where what exactly we do on Edgrom and what is our purpose of this website. Yeah, Vinay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I once again welcome you all to this wonderful evening for another Ed webinar. So what exactly Edgrom is all about? Edgrom is a social platform. Yes, we are transforming into a social platform which provides personal information to the students, parents to make better decisions. And Edgrom provides clear guidance to 8th to undergraduate students. So who can join Edgrom? Basically, three people are involved in it. The one is the student, the parents, and teachers. Why students need this type of website or the guidance? As a teacher, my 22 years of experience, I've seen a lot of students making some wrong choices and ending up in a career which they don't like. I've seen some of the students that are very interested in something else, but they end up in something else because of parental pressure. When they couldn't make in their success, I mean, in their chosen field, then they regret. They want to change their career. In fact, it is very difficult to change the career once you have chosen. Up to intermediate, the life is different. Once you have taken decision after intermediate, I request every student have to be very, very careful because you cannot change the careers now and then. It's not that easy. So students need lot of information before they are going to join. That's what we want to do. So we are giving you the complete information about all the careers. So we request you to please research about your interest. Identify what exactly that career is. I've seen a lot of students are interested. I mean, everybody is following now the computer race. But computer requires a lot of logic, lot of mathematics. I've seen some of my students who failed in intermediate mathematics, they also want to go to computer science. They think that because that is the only branch of engineering have jobs, and they think that if they don't take computer science, they will be left behind. So because of this pressure, peer pressure or parental pressure, some of the students are ending up in different branches where they don't have interest. And so we want to give information related to most of the careers. And definitely, there are some careers they can earn more money than a computer guy. Teaching is a very good career, but unfortunately, very few people are interested in teaching. Now in India, teaching is getting a lot of money. If you go to Kota, all the IIT faculty are getting far better than IIT computer guys. So it is like if you are interested, yes, there is an way. Then why parents need this education? There are two types of parents in my career I've seen. Some parents, they simply believe what their kid says. He says that I want to join some EC or AAA without knowing what the career prospects about it, they simply join. So definitely we want to educate the parents about this various possibilities so that they will not have any regrets about their kids' choices. And very, very important, why teachers need to know it. I always say that teachers' role have increased in the 21st century. Most of the students, first advice they want is they want to get from the teacher. They'll ask most of the time. I face a lot of questions. Some students ask me, sir, how is the physics in ND exam? Or how is the physics in some XYZ exam? If I don't update myself, I cannot guide my student. So as a teacher dealing with first student, I should know at least the basics of every exam. So because so that we can guide the student, because every student is not interested in JEE Advanced or JEE Main. They want to write some other exams like say GTM exam. They want to write SRM. They want to write some XYZ exam. So I request the teachers please update your information so that we can guide us the students in the better way, because a lot of students rely on us for the first-hand information. So definitely teachers have a role to play in the student's career. So we have developed to guide the students some tools. The first one we call it as now EdNews, where as of today this contains more than 232,000 articles. All these articles are from different websites. Best articles are arranged in order so that it will save a lot of time to the students. This contains information related to career, courses, colleges, scholarships, courses education. So the student, and we have provided the filters also. I'll show you later also. But this is going to help a lot. Then we have one more product called Ed Forum. This is an interesting place where the student have a lot of questions because it's the time of admissions. So we are getting a lot of questions about the colleges, exams. Some students asking, sir, which is better, Gayatri or Geeta? Some say, which is better, Gayatri or Amit? So there are a lot of questions in the student's mind. So definitely they need some guidance from the expert. So we request every student, if at all you have any questions about it, these question at forum. Definitely the experts, if for example, somebody has a question, how many engineering colleges in Vizag offer BTech in chemical? So this man Chaitanya is actually Vinay, is also from your college, Gayatri only. Lot of Gayatri people are working in Edgrom. So now after Gayatri completed his MTech from IIT Delhi, is now is a chemical engineer. He contributed so much to Edgrom. Most of the time, whenever there is a question in chemical engineering, he is the first man to respond. So I request you guys, please contribute in the same way. In the future, please help the student community who have a lot of questions in their mind. Because we all have suffered when we were students, right? So Edgrom purpose is to remove all the doubts. Yeah, GK sir, thanks for joining, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So you can see your student.
Yes, sir. Vinay, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, fine.
Yeah, sir, we'll interact with him very soon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me complete my point, then you can interact. Yeah, then we have this curated content we have developed. We call it Ed blog, where lots of articles are posted on various topics. Like so, we have articles like chemical engineering, aeronautical science. So we want to have one blog on every branch of engineering and every career. We are working on it, and definitely soon we are going to achieve that. Then this is an interesting thing happening on every Sunday almost. We conduct every Sunday almost at 5 p.m. one good webinar with a lot of industry people who are a lot of experience, lot of the teachers who have a lot of knowledge. GTSR gave us one good webinar on how to prepare JEE Mains Maths. So this is a one place where a lot of students are benefited. As of today, this is our statistics. We started last year, September 5th, this website. So far, we have 1,800 registered users, and we got almost 76,000 visitors in our last 11 months to the website. And every week, on average, we are getting 2,000 plus visitors to the website. And as of today, as I said, we have 2,32,000 articles, and our aim is to make it to 10 lakh. Very soon, we're going to achieve. And so far, we have conducted 28 webinars on different topics. In our YouTube channel, we have 560 plus subscribers, and we have 21,000 views for videos. So this number is keeping increasing. And the first time, we want to conduct one webinar in Telugu exclusively because most of the parents are requesting us this webinar related to only Andhra Pradesh. That's what we want to conduct. The next week, we are going to have one webinar on engineering. So, Manchi Engineering College because there are a lot of engineering colleges offering, a lot of ads are coming in the paper, parents and students are in confusion, right? So, we want to give a clarity from our side. So, Dr. Haribabu is a vice principal, a good friend of mine. He's working in Lendi Engineering College. So, he is going to answer some of the parents' queries. So, I request everyone, please join next week to witness his words. And this is what I believe personally. Don't follow the crowd, choose a career where you find happiness and no regret. Because when you choose a career which you don't like, you need to have this what called as a feeling for the entire life. So I request all the student friends, please make sure that you are choosing the career which you are more interested in. And I always say, don't follow the follower. The moment you follow the follower, you end up in something else you don't like. So do research, identify your strong points and weak points, do the SWOT analysis, and make sure that you have chosen the right path. Definitely, you'll not have a regret. And this is what happens when you choose a career or a path which is different from other. Initially, the people will laugh at you. why this guy is taking a different path. But sooner or later, the people will realize that you have done a good job. So definitely, dear students, please make sure that you just follow your heart. Okay, don't follow anybody else's opinion. And to design your career, please join Edgrom. It's completely free. As I said, we have app also, the app Play Store. Please download the app and make sure that you are going to learn a lot from this. Thank you so much. This is all from my side. Without wasting much time, I just wanted to introduce Vinay, and definitely he is going to talk a lot about today. Thank you once again for all for joining. Today this is a wonderful day for us because we have this man with us. And thank you, GTS sir, once again for joining. Definitely, it is a proud moment for a teacher to see a successful student in front of. At the same time, it is a great honor to a student to speak in front of the teachers.
Yes.
I always say, for most of the time, students, a student success, the success of a student is when he is invited as a chief guest for a school or a college where he studied. That is the ultimate. When I went to success school, I've seen one of the chief guests. The chief guest is actually from the same school. So that is the ultimate thing that we can achieve in life. He's talking in front of the teachers. So I take a privilege to introduce this nice gentleman. Vinay Turibilli is a student of Vagdevi Talent School. And he was talking about this yesterday. He studied from LKG up to 10th class in the same school. It is not a common thing nowadays. I've seen a lot of students changing schools every year, right? So Vinay, congratulations for you. That shows that how committed you are to a particular school, and maybe even school is also maybe very good. And he passed his 10th class in the year 2010. After that, he joined Sri Chaitanya. He studied intermediate in Bharati Bhavan campus. In that time, it was a complete IIT campus. He completed his intermediate in 2012. After that, he joined computer science in Gayatri Vidya Parishad College of Engineering, one of the best colleges of engineering, private college in Vizag. He completed his BTech in the year 2016 in computer science. After that, he got his first placement in TCS. It's a special hiring for entire India. Only 100 to 200 people have selected for that particular course. Congratulations, Vinay. That's a wonderful feat you have achieved. After that, he worked in Jain side service now. Now, now he's working in one of the best companies. Everybody is dreaming of doing a job. That is Apple. So he's working in Apple company in Hyderabad. Now he's working as a full stack developer. He has a total of 6 years of experience. And one beautiful thing happened in recent time. He married his love of his life, and he married his classmates. I came to write. Is that Vinay true?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Congratulations, man. That definitely success speaks a lot of things, right? Thank you, Vinay, for joining. Now it's time for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, GTS sir, now you can interact with Vinay sir before I go to the actual proceedings.
When he already started meeting, or now only you are
now
going
it is the beginning, sir. It is just
beginning.
beginning. We can't start with you.
Okay. Okay.
If you have any questions, you can ask.
Okay. When I want you to explain how you started your journey after completion of your graduation, and that is first question. And second question, during your stay at Gayatri, what you have learned, means keeping in mind a particular job you want to get, with that dream you continued your studies, or after completion of your course only you thought about your job. That is my second question. I want to put all 3 questions so that you can answer elaborately one after other. And third one is, after choosing your job, or after you joined in your job, how you actually planned your job with the help of, means the work that you have to discharge in your duties, how your course that you studied in your engineering, helped you, or did you require any other additional courses to to do well in your job? So after these three questions you answer, if at all I find any new question, then I'll ask you. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So first of all, I completed my BTech in computer science, sir. So I have chosen computer science mainly because of the mathematical skill that is required more in the computer science. So I compared so that with other branches that more of the mathematical skill is required in the computer science. So I have chosen computer science because of that, because I am not very good at physics, chemistry, and all. So, but mathematics is more associated with computer science. It's also associated with other branches also, but I feel like computer science is more associated with mathematics. That's when I have chosen the computer science branch. And then before choosing computer science branch also, I have gone through the curriculum of computer science, like what is going to happen in the BTech, like in my graduation, what I am going to learn in this 4 years of my career, 4 years of my education. So I went through it. So everywhere it was all about coding. So computer science is all about programming. So coding is the main area that one need to focus on in the computer science. So I started solving the problems, means in any programming language that I've chosen. Basically, yeah, I have chosen the coding as my primary skill, and I started practicing from my first year to final year, sir. So I keep on improving, sir. So I have gone through many of the things outside. I mean, like some experts like who are mastered in the coding platform. I have chosen some of the sites like CodeChef, Code Forces, these kind of websites, sir. So people come and practice and they improve their coding skills. So I started preparing for the coding from the first year itself, and gradually I keep on improving. I started with 0 initially, and then I keep on improving till my 4th year, and I got placed in TCS R&D, where I was tested with multiple technologies and especially the coding skill. So whatever I was looking for, so I got the same in the interviews also. So computer science is all about coding mainly. And then after I in the work, right, after coming to the what is that company, so in the TCS, so it's not my actual dream, sir. So basically my dream is to go into a farm company. Basically farm companies are Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. I want to be getting placed in one of those 5 companies. Even after joining TCS R&D, so I never left that coding area. So I started managing both the things. Like I worked for, let's say, suppose the work needs to be done in 8 to 9 hours. Generally, like it will be like 8 hours work in the office. So I try to manage the work, let's complete it soon, like within 3 to 4 hours. I try to spend my time like in the home for the coding. So especially to improve my problem solving skills on the coding side. So gradually I started, whatever I have not achieved in the graduation, I wanted to go to the farm company, which I was not able to complete in the first go itself. So I started to prepare further and improved upon that. And finally, I've got multiple offers from the farm companies like Microsoft, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. So these kind of companies I got, and I decided to choose Apple to join. Recently, I joined around 3 to 4 months ago, and yeah, so this is how I planned, sir. So I went through this coding only from beginning to end. So
thank you, Vinay. I hope GJ sir, he answered your questions, right?
Yes, sir. Elaborately, he answered.
Yes, sir. Yeah, let us know quickly from Avinash where exactly you studied. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, sir. Good evening, everyone. So this is Avinash. So I studied in GVP College as a computer science engineer. I was not sure that this CSC will be helpful to my career, but unknowingly I selected CSC, not the way when I selected. So based on the options selected in the MSET, I got CSC. Not sure that's what is the subject and what I'm doing also. So after that, I just followed my passion. After starting off my career, what I want to say to the young people also, I want to say only one thing. Whatever you do, you follow your passion. From there, your journey begins. It can be CSE or EC or mechanical, or it can be driving, or it can be cooking. Follow passion.
That's what we want to put as emphasis, Vinay. Edgrom is all about, but rightly said, follow your dreams,
Yeah.
right? Even if it is a cooking, you can be a best chef, right?
Yes.
If you
Yeah.
believe yourself, yeah, definitely, Avinash. I'll come back to Avinash with a lot of questions I have in your mind.
Sure.
Vinay, I just wanted to begin with you. You said you studied up to 10th class in Vagdevi school, right?
Yeah.
So when did you decide? Because you joined the Shikshat IIT campus, so definitely you wanted to get into IITs, right?
Yeah.
So at what age or in which class you decided that you wanted to go to IITs?
Yes, sir. So I think in my ninth standard, so during summer, like when there were holidays, so I just walked in my street. I saw one foundation kind of thing. There is a foundation test for an IIT. So I was a school topper from my childhood, like from my first standard to 10th standard. So I thought like it's a just test, so I can go and prove myself. Like I just wanted to test my skill. So I went there. I saw many people were writing. So then I also have asked for a question paper there. So I didn't prepare anything. So they said it's a IIT foundation test. I don't know about IIT anything. So I went there and I've taken a question paper. It's a very big question paper. It's like 20 pages or 30 pages question paper asking for multiple choice questions. Then it's related to my subject, but I was not able to answer anything. Literally, there were around 100 questions. I was not able to answer like 20 to 30 questions. I don't know what was the correct answer and all. So I then started realizing like what I'm studying in school, basically. So there is something that is going beyond the scene. There is some toughest things that are happening, some great things happening. I thought like I was not up to the mark. So that's when I started like IIT is the some term, like something is happening behind that I need to look into in my ninth standard. Then after 10th, I've got good marks in like so around 92% I got. I was a school topper. Then I got admission into Sri Chaitanya. So that's so like I got that idea initially that people who choose an IIT as a foundation, they are excelling in their life. So I thought that, and I've chosen that. After that.
Very good. I understood. So that is the first time you understood that there is some exam is going on, which is very tough, and you understood what knowledge you have when you attempted that exam, right? Yeah, Avinash, I want to listen from you, man. Do you have the same thing when you're in school? You wanted to end up, go to IITs?
Yes, I have the same. Like as like when we see the students in the society, always they say IITs are something strong, or NITs are something strong. The society created in such a way that there is something, but always we have to believe in ourselves, whatever college we studied, and we have to believe, follow our passion. That's it. We can able to reach our goal. Like Vinay is one of the example.
Yes. Thank you, man. Sir, because there is an experienced faculty who is teaching IIT from so many years. GTS sir, I just wanted to hear from you, sir, because most of the parents, because we have seen a lot of parents are joining in the colleges, keeping in mind that IIT is the only career. And your daughter also said you very well, as now you can talk as a parent also. Sir, in your opinion, will all the students join into JEE advanced courses? Will they end up in getting seats? Or will everyone need IIT foundation? Or is it practically possible for every student to excel in IIT? Sir, what are your experiences?
To be frank, IIT Foundation gives students a kind of orientation. What exactly IIT is. After students join in IITs only, they will understand the importance of IITs and in what way it is different from other engineering colleges. Among the peer group, when they look at other students, how they are doing, so that healthy competition will make them understand what exactly Indian IITs needs from their students. Actually, there they give a lot of importance for originality, improvisation, application part. So foundation, during their foundation classes, they get little bit of orientation, difference between objective examination, subjective examination, a bit of application like that. But what exactly IIT demands, or what exactly IITs are looking for from students, after they join only, they will understand properly. And majority of the
Sir, you are muted, sir. Please, you are muted. Get a start. Yeah, thank you.
when they join in IITs, their future is going to be bright. With that belief only, they are trying their children to join in IITs. What exactly IIT needs, what exactly IITs are looking for, only after they join, they will understand with proper clarity. But this in Andhra and in other parts of India, now there is a big debate going on about IIT education. Every year they are improving the standards because of the competition that is prevailing at present. So basic idea is needed for every student in to join an IIT. So that to that extent, foundation courses and other institutions are helping. Only after they join, they will have complete idea. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Come back to Vinay. You said you have an idea in ninth class because you wrote an exam that you came to know that there is exam called IIT and you want to test your skills. And when you attempted the foundation exam, that you said the questions are completely different. Yeah, it happens every year, man. I'm seeing the students will come with a lot of GTS also might have experience every year. The students will come with a lot of expectations, right? So the moment they see the curriculum and intermediate level, the syllabus that we are going to teach, the topic that we are going to cover, definitely the students are a lot of shock. It takes a lot of time for them to adjust. And the parents, what they do, they expect from the day one itself, right? And unfortunately, they compare the school marks with the JEE marks. Okay,
Yeah.
they don't know that it is very difficult to score marks in JEE exam when compared to the school exam. So definitely, when you went to Chaitanya, and you might have seen that the rest of the people, I mean, maybe doing better than you, right?
Yeah.
And you will be under pressure, right? So how did you tackle that when you are intermediate, when you are preparing for IIT exam?
Yes, sir. Definitely, there was a lot of pressure. It's not a small thing. It's a big, enormous amount of pressure that we keep on checking our marks with our friends' marks, and we see that we are lacking something. They will get IIT seat, we may not get. Maybe we'll get NIT seat. We'll just compare that, and we also feel like sometimes. So we are working hard, like them. So sometimes we feel like we are working more, but we are not getting the result. So these kind of feelings I used to have at that time. Uh, and we have to accept the fact that every student is not good at all the subjects. IIT requires the student needs to be good at all the subjects like maths, physics, chemistry. So some may be strong at mathematics. So example, I was strong at mathematics at that time, and I was not strong at physics and chemistry. So I need to be understanding that I need to be strong at all three. So because of no proper means that structure and all, the preparation and all. So once you give importance to only one subject, you may not give importance to other two subjects. You may fall short of time. So that managing time is very important, which I missed at that time. So yeah, I got to know little late after 2 years of my intermediate. But yeah, the work that I did like very, very hard. It's like more, yeah, what I
Thank
can
you.
say.
Yeah, Avinash, can you add something on that? How did you manage the pressure that you were under pressure, right?
Yeah. So like always we need to work-life balance. It should be there because one cannot do all the things at the same time. Here we need to manage everything. And if we have a goal, obviously we will reach, but it takes some time late. Some people, some takes earlier, or some take it can be 60 years, because like people like if you take Bill Gates, he dropped out student. Now he's the founder of the Microsoft. So, but he reached all this goal. But all we need is like a dedication towards about your goal. How you reach, the direction might be different, but you will reach at the one of the day. At the end, everyone will stand in the same point on saturation level. So beyond that, we need to sometimes we need to struggle our journey towards to reach our goal.
Yes. You made an important point, man. I really appreciate, because see, this is what happens. See, you are destined to something else. Ultimately, what you said is you are bound to reach your goals, but everybody will have their working styles are different. Everybody may not. See, for example, if I sow different seeds, if I pour water every day, all the seeds will not sprout at the same day. Every seed requires its own time. Every seed requires its own nourishment. So this is the biggest problem in India, in our state. The parents, what they do is that they itself, the joint, intermediate, they start expecting the student to excel. Yeah, that you made a wonderful point, because everybody needs their own time. It doesn't mean that, see, when I was in Chaitanya Bharati Bhavan, he may be a failure when compared to the guy who secured IIT rank, right? But that's not the end of the journey. Okay. So ultimately, over a period of time, it took some time to excel in life, right? Maybe he's far better than so many IITians now, right? So it's all about believing yourself. The journey is more important, not the result. That's wonderful point you made. Yeah, Vinay, just come back to you again. Once you completed your intermediate and you know that you couldn't make it to IIT, right? So how did you manage that pain that you are? Did you get the feeling that you are failure, and do you have a lot of question marks in the mind? How will my journey is going to be like?
Yes, sir. Definitely, every student will go through that phase if they don't clear that IIT. So similarly, I had that feeling that I worked hard, but I didn't go through the IIT JEE, didn't clear that. So I had that in mind, but I have left my past behind. So I want to see my future. So I have, what is ahead of me? I have to look into it. So I've explored all the options. What is the next option for me? So yeah, to secure a good seat, a seat in a good college, that's GVP. Like I applied for it, like because my MCET rank was good at that time. Like yeah, I got a seat in GVP. That too also, I have chosen my passion. Basically, I did not take lightly, like just casually. I have gone through all the branches. What was going through that? At that time, computer science was not so famous. It was growing at that time. At that time, people used to take mechanical and electronics a lot. So people suggested me. When I asked them, suggest me a good branch, they told me mechanical, electronic. So then a lot of options coming in my mind, but my area of interest is not that, because they need more. So mechanical needs a lot of mechanics inside of it. In intermediate also, I did not study much on that. My area of interest is not that. So my area of interest is only on mathematics, like solving problems. All that is needed for me. So I eliminated all the branches. Like I started with chemical engineering. I'm not good at chemistry. I eliminated that branch. Even though people told that mechanical and electronics is a very good branch to take at that time, but my area of interest is not that. So my area of interest is computer science at that time. So I've chosen, they told computer science, programming skill is very important. Oh yeah, this is where I need to apply my logic. This is where I can learn. This is where I can prove again. So I failed in IIT. So that should not become a stopper. So I want to prove in the coming days. I want to prove something else more than that. It's not the end of life. So I thought, then I've taken these steps, and finally I've chosen computer science. And yeah, I did my preparation.
That's a very good point. I'll come back to you with a question for you. Before that, I just want to listen from GTS Karan, because the two exams are over. The JEE means JEE first and second is over, and some of the students who couldn't make it to JEE, right? So they may be feeling that it's a failure, right? Sir, as a senior most faculty in mathematics, what advice you give them, sir? Is it a really failure not getting JEE mains exam?
Definitely not, sir. Actually, IIT mains advanced preparation will make them understand the subject with more clarity than the students who only confined to MSET coaching. IIT mains and advanced coaching will help them to understand intermediate knowledge thoroughly. Ultimate success is not just clearing mains or advanced. The success depends on to what extent the students could imbibe the subject content that was taught to them by their teachers and the practice what they did. And with that knowledge, in any engineering course when they join, definitely this knowledge will help them. From then onwards they can explore. They need not get discouraged even if they don't get it, provided they have learnt the subject content of intermediate level thoroughly. So acquiring knowledge is important, and if they get through mains or advanced, it is only an added advantage. According to me, it is a bonus. Actually, ranks should be byproduct of knowledge. Knowledge cannot be a byproduct of rank. So acquiring knowledge, if student is having the satisfaction that yes, I could imbibe the subject content to the extent that is possible to my capacity, if that satisfaction they enjoy through their coaching, definitely they will flourish in any branch or in any college where they join, because engineering is a place for every student to explore their originality. The only difference is in IITs, the demand and competition will be different. In NITs, the demand is different. In normal engineering colleges, little bit of low demand will be there among students. So when the student is having the required knowledge to improve, engineering provides them that 4 years of their stay provides them enough maturity. When they are equipped with required knowledge, definitely they can reach their goal. Recently, I think some of you might be knowing about a student from LPU, Lovely Professional University. That boy got a job with 3 crores package. So Lovely Professional University, definitely if you compare with IITs or NITs, definitely it is inferior to them, inferior to those institutions. So definitely the point is every student has to analyze. If they get through, definitely they can feel proud about their hard work. We don't say that it is not at all an achievement. 100% it is an achievement. Even though they don't get it, they have to analyze or introspect. Did I acquire the knowledge to the maximum extent of my capacity? If they have that satisfaction, they need not feel guilty about their rank.
Thank you so much, sir. That shows your experience. Wonderful. See, that's advice I always say is learning is more important than the results. So because your learning will help you one day or the other. And sir,
Yes.
this clearly shows, I always say this, sir. All the IITians, all the students who get IIT are not the only intelligent people in India. There's so
Yes.
many students who may fall behind because of so many reasons. Because see, at that 3 hours, that this exam will decide in the 3 hours how you perform. So
That's
as
what.
Vinay said, he got so much of knowledge. Maybe he's not equally good at the 3 subjects. Okay, it doesn't mean that he has to be good at 3 subjects also, because you don't require all the subject all the time. That when you go to a specific domain, you require one knowledge, one subject expertise in that. Okay, that's also will make you successful in life. So definitely, this one thing a student has to keep in mind. What GTS sir said is, you evolve through the process of learning. The 2 years of intermediate is very, very important to learn. As Patnaik sir always says, if the intermediate mathematics so beautifully placed. So if you acquire that knowledge of mathematics at the +2 level, I think definitely every student has their own. Sir, one important thing we should understand is, if you look at this Microsoft, the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, He's not an IITian, right? But still he rose to that level. So it is not necessary that one should be an IITian, or it should be it's a fact that only IITs can excel in life. But IIT, preparing for IIT, yes, there are advantages. I do agree with this. It requires a lot of hard work. It requires a lot of effort. And that itself is a learning. You may not, see, all the efforts will not get into results. But the process of learning, very, very important. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. At this junction, sir, do you have any questions at this point? Sarath, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, you have any question, man, at this point?
No, sir, no doubts.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, Vinay, I just wanted to hear from you. You said because you may got a good rank in MCET exam, so now you have a choice to decide whether computer science or XYZ, right? Even though people suggested you that mechanical and EC were better, but you have chosen computer science, thinking that you're not good in physics, because definitely mechanical requires a lot of physics.
Right.
Okay, this is the one thing I understand basically why. Recently, I went to one of the deep universities. They said there are 6,000 students studying computer science. So it doesn't mean that all of them are fit for computer science only. It is because of the fear they have, right? If I go to mechanical, if I go to EC, EEE, I don't have knowledge in physics and chemistry. If you go to chemical engineering, now see, you have a chance, or sir, you have a choice to choose what you want. But suppose a student got a rank, and that fellow is not going to get a computer science in Gayatri. For his rank, he is going to get a mechanical. But he too not interested in math physics. So now how he can take a decision? So what suggestions you give to such students?
So definitely I will not suggest to join Gayatri for mechanical, because it's 100% for sure, because his interest is not that. So interest matters a lot, because 4 years of career, right? 4 years of study decides your next steps. So if you take the branch lightly, you decide upon the college, on the college brand and all, you may ultimately end up getting a software job there. Even though you studied mechanical, you may ultimately get you studied mechanical, but you're focusing on computer science. It will not be a good thing for you. So you have to take computer science branch, then it will be good for your career. I think what I feel is it's definitely they should follow their interest, not the college first.
Achha. So you say that college is not important, your branch is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is, what happens is, if a student got a computer science in, say for example, the last college in Vizag, and civil in Gayatri College, okay, there's a lot of debate. The parents, they take advices. Most of them, they say that Gayatri or XYZ. I'm not saying only Gayatri. XYZ college is very, very good. So instead of going to a computer science in the college where it doesn't have a faculty, some people say that better go to civil engineering, right? So, yeah. Because the college has a profile, right? So for that parent, what's your advice?
For that parent, what I can say is, if he still feels like, if he can adjust to civil, right? So he is interested in computer science earlier, but if his interest can be moved to civil, then they can choose that. Like if they can go in that angle, then they can choose. But if they are still interested in computer science, what I feel is they have to do additional work. They will take that branch, but they have to do a lot of work behind the scene. They will attend the classes, but after going home, they have to prepare computer science concept. They have to understand the computer science. So to go in that computer science direction. So that's what I can say.
Yeah, Avinash, on that, can you add anything else?
So
yeah.
So like I would like to say one thing here. A civil student can come to IT. A mechanical student can come to IT. A IIIE can come to IT. And a IT student can come to CSE. But a CSE student cannot go to the mechanical. A CSE student cannot go to the civil engineer. A CSE student cannot study civil subjects. So CSE can be choice, but other branches can have only one chance. So everyone can come to this field if they have a passion.
Yes, Avinash told is like same thing. Many of the other branches students, they are excelling in the computer science. In fact, people who studied computer science, right? So people from other branches, they excelled more than computer science students sometimes. I've seen people.
In industry and in industry also, like CS students are not working as good as the other students, because other students, like other students from other departments, they learn every time, but CS students will have overconfidence, but other students will have confidence, and they will do the work. What we observe from the industry is, only thing is that they have choice, we have only one chance.
That's yes. That's fantastic. Said. Even I heard the same from one of the engineering students. Those who come from these core groups, right? They have a lot of choices. They can go to core branches, and they have some government sector jobs. And going to CSE, maybe the plenty of opportunities are available, but still you have an advantage. If you are from a computer, I mean EC or triple or mechanical, you have some extra advantage when compared to pure CSE group, right? Yeah. So from this we understand that if you get a good college, okay, even if your branch is not computer science, still you can choose it, right? Still you can adjust and still you can learn computer science. That's one point. Avinash and Vinay will agree with it, right? Yes. Vinay, just I wanted to, as I said, many students have written the JEE Mains exam. They couldn't make it to JEE Mains exam. So they may be thinking that it's a failure, right? They may be thinking that they couldn't make it to the dream exam they were thought of, right? So what suggestions do you give to such students, Vinay?
Yeah, definitely. What I can say is it's not completed there. So there is a lot of things that you need to do. Even if you get an IIT JEE seat, right? You are just one step ahead from the other people. Those who studied normal colleges, the IIT students are one step ahead. They have plenty of opportunities. So when I was when I joined BTech at that time, only so I'm talking more of the computer science side. So a lot of opportunities on the computer science side in the IITs only in the IITs. So now it became popular that even every company, like almost all the companies, are exploring the local colleges also. So that's why local students also, they're proving very much. Now, what I can suggest is like those who failed in IIT in the intermediate, so it's not definitely not completed. You're just one step behind. And even IIT student, they have to work hard. Even they get the IIT JEE seat, they go to college, they have to still study for the 4 years. They have to still understand the subject. So the same thing will be happening in the local colleges also. There is not much difference except the competition. The competition will be more in IIT. So every student almost like a bright student, but in local colleges, you don't find so much of talent. Like, I mean, in IIT JEE, let's say 90% of the people are very competitive. In local college, there may be 40% or 50%, half of them. But still, the learning is same. Only difference is the competition is different, but the learning, you study the same subject in the computer science here. They also study the same subject there. So the lecturer there comes and teaches the definition there. Here also the same thing, definition. Whoever catches that definition correctly, whoever applies that definition correctly, they will reach. So it doesn't matter where they come from. So it matters. What matters is passion to achieve.
Yes, ultimately, what you said is 100% true. And one thing, last time when we spoke about this computer science, Dr. Samiritigar from Geetham College said the same thing. Now there's so many courses are available online, right? We can listen to IIT lectures, right? There's so many videos are available. There is a free course is also available. So a student has a chance to learn from anyone now, right?
Yeah.
So even if you couldn't make it IIT subject, still you can listen to IIT lectures. So before it was not possible, now it is possible. Fantastic, man. Vinay, I just wanted to have one more question with you.
One point I want to add.
Yeah, yes, go ahead.
So the comparison also you can do it. So what is happening is, as you said, rightly pointed out, there are so many sources over the internet. So like I said, I explored many things on the coding side. Like there are coding websites like CodeChef, Codeforces, where every computer science student, most of the computer science students who have awareness about the coding, they will register there, they will participate there. There is no tag like IIT or local college. you participate in the contest, you will learn. So there is no difference there. So local guy can top that contest, or an IIT guy can top that contest. It doesn't matter where you are from. So that's how you can compete. You're not physically present in the class, but you're virtually competing with everyone.
That's fantastic, you said. And one question, the other question I have is because every number of students studying MPC much more than other branches. So believing that every parent think that MPC is easy to get a job, right? And in that MPC, going to IIT is a better job. They get a lot of better placements because they see, as GTS has said, one student from LP got 3 crores. But not everyone studying engineering will not get 3 crores, right? That's damn sure. Right. So parents seeing these numbers, what they do is they are forcing some of the kids, right? They are what called as streamlining them, or they are preparing them from 8th or 7th class onwards, right? They're sending them to IIT foundation classes because they think that if they have IIT foundation, they may easily clear the JEE advanced exam. So what happens is these students who are going for these IIT foundation classes, they're missing the childhood, number one. Okay, they're no friend circle, they're becoming introverts because the moment they come from school, they go to some extra classes. So this actually damages them more than what they're learning, my personal belief, right? So my question is, what is the suggestion you give to such parents who believe that only going to foundation classes or only taking MPC, only preparing for JEE Advanced or mains exam has more success than anything else? So what advices you give to such parents, Vinay?
Yeah, so it's definitely good to take a foundation course. Definitely it helps students to prepare for the upcoming journey. So suddenly you cannot start the IIT, suddenly you cannot go to the intermediate IIT JEE without the foundation. So it's good to have the foundation. But the thing is, like, you should also understand the interests of the student, like what he is interested in. Maybe he is interested at some sports, maybe he is interested in some subject, some practical subject. That also parents need to take care of. If the guy has no idea of what he was doing, then parents can suggest that IIT JEE helps you in your career to grow further. So in that case, they can suggest them and they can help them with some foundation classes, but it should not be like a pressure, because in the pressure, right, you're not going to do the things right, because it's not going to be easy in pressure. So if you don't have much pressure but you feel like enjoying studying, then you will learn things better. You can implement things better. But in the pressure, definitely it will not be your 100%. You'll not perform to your 100% potential. That's what I can say. So it should be like he should enjoy. The student should enjoy. Then only it's possible.
What you're trying to say is, if they have interest, if they want to do it, you can encourage them.
Yeah.
And if they don't have an interest, or don't force them. Is that your point?
Yes, sir.
Avinash, can you add something on this?
Yes, yeah, sure, sir. So like what I want from the parents is, like, some parents might be educated, some may not be educated. It's totally because we have to leave the student in free way, whatever he studies, because whatever he do, he's answer for his career. So like when he's doing something, he'll get to know, like, what I am doing, will this help me better than everyone, either from the parents or from the society side. Because the reason now Vinay is in Apple, because he has a right direction, because no one told him that this is a good company, he reached it. Like, he already has some direction, so that if we know what is right, we will only go, and we have to fight for it. So like, there is no because nowadays, like, students are more mature than the parents in every aspect. So I believe that a student can take a decision on his own, and he can take suggestion from the parents and from the society, and with whatever he is doing, and remaining because he is the head of his career, so he has to suffer or success for the reason what he is taking.
Yeah, you rightly said, man. Definitely, let us better leave to the students if they can take their own decisions, because they need to. Yeah, they may fail in whatever they have taken, but definitely they are going to change, because they know that what mistake they have committed. As Vinay said, after completion intermediate, where he went wrong. He couldn't prepare physics and chemistry equally along with the mathematics. That's why he couldn't make it, right. That's one lesson he learned. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, leaving the students to choose and their own career is very good. If they really need, you can help them. That's not a point. Yeah, overall, Vinay, let us summarize this at this junction. So far, what we have understood this it's not compulsory that to be successful in life, one should get into IITs. The second point, what we discussed is, even if you fail in IIT JEE or any entrance exam, like even NEET also, for example, right? It's not going to stop you there. There's a plenty of life ahead. Okay. And the next is, don't force any student to choose a course without their interest. Okay. Is that, Vinay, can you summarize what is my question is IIT JEE the end of life?
No, sir, definitely not. It's not the end of life. So there is a lot of things that happens after intermediate. Intermediate just is a part of life, just a small part, very small, tiny part, I can say. Those who get an IIT, it's good. It's good, they're one step ahead. But those who failed, right, in an IIT, they will bounce back even stronger, I can say. They will bounce back even stronger. I literally had that in mind for my first semester BTech, that I did not clear my IIT JEE. I remember that for 6 months I struggled. Suddenly I forgot. I started enjoying computer science from second semester. In the first semester, I will have only physics, chemistry. Still, there are common subjects. Then second semester started computer science. I started enjoying. I forgot about my failure. So when you have that interest, right? So even though you fail, you will enjoy. You will try to learn things. So it doesn't matter. What I can say is, even you get an IIT, that's good. Even if you don't get an IIT, that is very good. You can still learn from the things that you got, and you can excel in your career. That's it.
Yeah, definitely, man. What you thought is right. Excellent. The failure teaches a lot, right?
Yeah.
And that will teach you a lot how not to make the mistakes again. Avinash, can you add something on this? Is IIT JEE the end of life? You believe in it?
So not only IIT, sir, nothing is end of the life. Nothing. It can be
Super.
not only IIT. Like one has to fail. One will fail definitely in any of the things, but we have to fail better. Not like a normal. It should be a big failure that leads to big success. Success is nothing but a 99% of failure, right? He has to fail better to become a better success person.
Excellently said, man. I really appreciate you. Yeah, fail. See, this is the problem with this generation, man. What I see is the students don't want to fail. They want, even the parents also, the night not judge. See, some students in recent exam, when the CBSE results came, when the results were announced, one of the girl in the class was so upset. I asked, what is your percent? She said, sir, I got 94%. Then why are you upset? She said, sir, I expect 97 percentile. Now I'm feeling that my parents will not be happy because they're expecting 91 percentile, but I scored only 94. See, the pity is, she was so excellent in the knowledge, I mean, the marks that he scored, still they is not happy. So this is the main problem, the parents and students, that they don't want to fail. But we all know that failures are the stepping stones for success. Everybody talk about it, but still the student want to succeed all the time. Even parents want to succeed all the time. Fantastic so far. You guys have covered so many points about this intermediate level. Now, moving on to the second part of our journey, a lot of students are joining BTech. So we have seen that there is a lot of praise for engineering. So my question is, Vinay, which branch? Yeah, you said you already have chosen computer science, right? Okay. Now, Vinay, because every student is opting for BTech, you said you have evolved from the first semester itself, right? So, what suggestions you give to the students who are to join engineering? Will everybody join engineering get a job?
The last point, sir, I missed it.
Yeah, my question is, what suggestions you give to the students who want, because there's so many career options available. Some can join BSc, some can join BBM, but most of them want to BTech, right? So maybe they're thinking that it is easy to get a job when you take a engineering. Whether it's a boy or a girl, the first preference in Andhra Pradesh especially is engineering, right? So my question is, what suggestion you give to such students who want to design their career in engineering?
Yes, sir. So yeah, definitely there are many students in engineering now. So everyone, like almost, if you take any person, he is engineer. So yeah, so one has to take engineering only when uh, he should not target a job. First of all, engineering is not to join in a job. Basically, it's basically you will apply the science. So if engineering is applied science, basically you will learn the things. You will solve the problems, real world problems that we are facing today. So you're going to learn the existing problems. What were the solutions that were given, and how you are going to solve the problems in future. So if computer science is an example, I take, there are many problems in the computer science in today's world. So you will learn things. You will learn things in engineering that how to solve the problems. Basically, it need not be computer science. It can be any branch. It can be mechanical. It can be electronics. So every branch has some problems. Every branch has some learnings. So you learn things from the engineering and you try to apply it in your job. So you have to learn. The first and foremost thing is learning. Automatically, the byproduct is the job and all. So yeah, it's their passion. First of all, engineering, they should not take it for a job. They should feel like they should learn in those 4 years. Ultimately, they will grow. They will not know that success, but they will, after the end of 4 years, they'll get to know, like, I learned so much. Like,
Avinash, quick answer from you. What
Yes,
suggestion you give
yeah.
to the budding
So what
graduates?
should I say is like there are ways to, like, a BBA person or BCA person or BCom person. Ultimately, if you want to reach the goal, there are multiple ways to reach the goal. Like people who studied in NITs, they can go to Apple. Who studied in the local bus can go to the Apple. And even whatever the like lovely professional university, like one of the professor discussed. So there are multiple ways to go to the destiny. You have to find one way. And engineering, like why I suggest engineering is they spend 4 years of time. So in the 4 years, they study 50 plus subjects. So they get maturity. There is no course 4 years. It's like 3 years. Engineering is the only place they study very far places. So when they go very far, and when they stay in other places, like some other colleges, they stay selfly. They cook selfly, and they individually stay. When they stay individually, they will learn a lot of things themselves. So that is the reason, like engineering people are like little bit matured when you compare with this degree people, because the degree people, they join the college beside the house. So that's where, because one has to travel so much of place, one has to stay individually to learn what is in the life going. Who am I? Without my parents, how can I live? Those all things, because all the engineerings are located at the far of the city and far of the where are different, because NITs and Warangals, they are settling because they has to travel from one place to other place. They has to take care about themselves, and they has to take care of something. So in this meanwhile, they are getting maturity. That is the only reason. Like there is no course that if you do, it will get success.
Fantastic, Avinash. I like one point you mentioned is, see, that means, see, when you take a degree, as you said, we'll be in the same city where you are brought up. Preferably, we'll join a degree college which is very near to house, and you still in a comfort zone. The moment you take engineering, so you have to leave your comfort zone. A student from Vijayanagaram has to come to Vizag. A student from Vizag has to go to some XYZ city, and definitely has to be independent. You'll need to meet with the different people from different places. You learn a lot of culture from other places. Definitely so. The most advantageous thing with the engineering is your versatility. You have a self-learning, and the syllabus is also designed in such a way that you need to learn by yourself. You cannot learn much from the professors that they're teaching. So you have to learn a lot by yourself. Very good, man. Thank you so much. Very quick. We'll make another take 10 minutes. So right. So is it okay, Avinash and Vinay?
Yeah, definitely yes. If
Yeah, thank you so much, man. See, now there are so many students, as I said, in Edgrom. We have nearly 400 BTech students also have joined, right? They are also using our services. My question is, Vinay, for those students who are studying second year, third year, and fourth year, right? What are the skills they should develop so that they get a better placement? What is the learning they should do when they are engineering? Because I've seen a lot of the students, I came to know that because I'm not an engineering graduate. In the second year or third year, they relax. By the time they come to fourth year, all of a sudden, since there is an exam, they're going to leave the college, they have to face the placement, all that, they'll be under a lot of pressure. But instead of that, if they're in second year, third year, they have a chance to explore more and learn more. My question is, what are the skills they should develop when they're in second year, third year, by the time they go for placements? When I want to learn from you.
Yes, sir. So basically, what they need to do is they need to share the knowledge. That is important because everyone cannot have all the skills. First thing. So one may be good at their curriculum. One may be good at something else, not just curriculum. Maybe he's good at some speaking skill. Maybe someone is good at giving presentations. Okay. So these kind of things help them a lot. Not just a curriculum will help because all the things like this will help. In fact, what I can say is more than the curriculum, they have to thing is what you have learned is not so important. Only it will be given importance only when you will be able to share that thing outside. So it's not keeping within yourself. You should explore that. You should share that knowledge to others also, so that you will know like what is your knowledge. You can basically learn from the others more than what you learn. So you have to keep on sharing your knowledge. You have to learn more skills other than your regular curriculum. So you need to improve your communication skills for the placement, right? So if many people who have got good percentage in academics, they fail to crack the interviews mainly. So it's because of communication skills. They're not good at giving presentations. They're like introverts. So they have to regularly improve their communication skills. They have to regularly improve their presentation skills. All those things apart from the regular thing. And also you have to feel like every subject is important. Okay. So some say that we will not be using anywhere. Yeah. Most of the things you may not use right away, but definitely they are interconnected. All the subjects are whatever is there in your core branch. If it's a computer science, even it's mechanical. So I personally feel that what I have studied in my computer science graduate like BTech. So all the subjects I use there, I am using here. Maybe I'm not touching it, but internally they are connected. I'm able to understand those subjects well. I'm able to connect those well. So curriculum is important, and apart from that, you have to those communication skills developed. Also, you need to have good presentation skills. You have to share your knowledge and all. There, you will learn a lot. You will learn a lot from others. What I can say.
So you meant to say that sharing is growing, right? So
Yeah.
the more you share, the more you grow, because that's what I believe in, right? So the more when you share your knowledge, you remember it better, right? So yeah, Avinash, very quickly from your side. So what are the learning process for the students who are in second year, third year, fourth year? So what the skills they should develop by the time they face the what you call as placement?
Actually, there is no time period to prepare for the placements. So basically, like they want to do certain courses, like certain internships, certain hackathons, and they involve in everything, and they miss the right direction. Because like at the placement time, health is most important. Like many people lose their health till 3 years. They study mentally, they study, but people who is from a like 60% student, his health will be good and everything will be good, because he only listens the class, and he only do because he has to enjoy the life. Work-life balance should be there. Like some people like always study, they will not come to college and they'll study. It's not like that. Time to time we have to do everything. We have to enjoy sports, we have to enjoy study, and time to time we have to follow everything. Because if suppose, and also one more point I want to add, and the main purpose you should not forget. why we reach and join in BTech to get a good job. Even some students think that you want to do MS and I want to, because ultimately you need to do a job. Either the student can be rich or over rich, or he's poor, he has to do job, because the footpath parents can do, but mentally we will be upset if we are not having any job. So ultimately he should have that point in the mind that I should get a job, and for that I was going in the right direction or not, he has to check. And like there are like uncertainly, because when we go for a couple of interviews, when I take some interviews from the students, they add all the things in the resume, like 20-30 pages, like 20-30 points they will add. But if I ask one point, they are not sure what they did. So in fact, if they do not do also, like it's okay, but whatever they do, they have to do 100% for the placement.
Yeah, that's a very good, nicely said, man. You said a very important point. So there is no boundaries for learning. You have to evolve through this process, and you have to keep in mind that the job is very important. Yeah, Vinay, before, we'll go to actually what exactly you guys do with your company. I have one quick question for you, Vinay. Because you are into one of the best companies, your dream job, you said you wanted to get into one multinational company. Ultimately, now, congratulations, you are in the company that you wish to join, right? My question is, a lot of students have dreams, right? I found that everybody's passion is to work in Google, right? That in the main head office, right? So after watching those videos in YouTube, everybody fascinated to work in those companies. My question is, to get into such high-level jobs, which is more important, the academics or the skill that you develop, or both?
Academics to some extent only, not full. That is for sure, because no one is going to ask questions on your all the subjects. You need to be good. You need to be expert in one area. Okay, you need to be good at. Let's say you have chosen computer science. In computer science also there are so many things. Not only just coding, there are a lot of things. But coding is a basic skill for all the things. Programming is basic thing for all the technologies. So, thing is like you need to understand these things and what I can say is basically so you mainly asking about the getting
No, my
placed.
question is the skill or academics?
Yeah.
To get into companies like Apple or Infosys or, the MNCs companies, one should aim at getting a better academics or acquiring best skills.
Yeah, so academic to some extent, but you need to be expert in one area. So these companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, right? They look for the programming skills mainly, and you need to be focusing in that area rather than on just academics. Even I followed the academic first to some extent, so to get a good percentage, because that will help me to apply for those jobs. Some may have cut off at 70%. Some may have cut off at 75%. For that purpose, I have studied all the subjects. I have to study all the subjects to clear, to get into those companies. So, but the skill that is required is you need to have that core skill, what that company is targeting. Basically, they will target programming for the computer science students. So I need to be exploring that then compared to other related stuff, other subjects in the computer science. Others also will help, but this core skill will definitely help you to reach there. And not just this programming skill, also you need to have and when you study something, right, you don't have to study only that part. You need to imagine that you need to connect that with real world. So how we are going to use that? So companies look for those, not just memory. They don't ask memory related questions. They don't ask something on that is there in the books. They will expect only the application. How are you going to apply this thing? So only when you develop this thing, then only you are going to crack those companies. Only simple. Why you need to have programming skills? Because you are going to solve a lot of problems, new problems. So you're going to apply, you're going to think, you're going to improve your analytical skills, mathematical skills. And finally, when a new problem is given, so in industry, people solve new problems. They won't solve existing problems. They solve the past problems, they will always get new problems. So you have to find solutions for those new problems. How you can find the solutions? Only when you know, when you have that skill of solving the existing problems, and only through practice, only when you apply. So that application is important. Companies mainly look for that.
Fantastic. And how Apple is different from the previous company that you worked with? The culture or satisfaction level or the work culture that you learned?
Yeah, definitely. Here there are a lot of great people, talented people are here. And the first and important thing that uniquely differentiates it from other companies is whatever they do is they want to give the best. So let's take iPhone. So they want to release a phone which is the best. So even though the price of that iPhone is more, people trying to buy that phone, they don't think that it is too costly. They try to buy through an EMI. So they want to give
raise the level.
that is the level they have set. So the standard, whatever they do, even though they do a small feature, right, that has to be useful for the end user. That end user should feel like, yeah, this is something new feature that is not existing in any other mobile. So that kind of uniqueness I like in the Apple.
Yeah, so that's what Steve Jobs says. He says that people, they don't tell what they want. We need to identify what they need. So that's what Steve Jobs invasion is all about. We need to identify. Yeah, quickly, I just wanted to I need your feedback on it. Before Avinash, I just wanted to learn from your company. And even the good news is that Ravigar also joined. We will have 1 or 2 questions from me. Thank you, sir, for joining. But since you are there here, I just wanted a quick feedback from you guys on our product. I just wanted to have a suggestion. As I said in the beginning itself, it is mainly centered for students. It's a completely personal information is available. As of today, most of us, we rely on Google. If they want to know anything about computer engineering or computer science, they simply go to Google, and this is what the results appear on Google. And here, they look at no article is what called as completely relevant for us. I need further explore, or I need to further search, so to get the result, required result. But if you just come to our website, there also we have provided one search engine for in Ednews. As I said, we have 232,000 articles are there in the website. There are so many articles related to career. Now, suppose if I do the same search here on computer science, see the results. So here, there is a lot of information available only about computer science. Suppose if you see here, this is how we are getting the results. But in Edgrom, the results are completely different. There are only the article itself says what exactly it is going to be. Now, we have not satisfied with these results also. We want to make it more user-friendly, more student-friendly. So what we have done is we have added some filters to it. So in each filter, we have manually, we have just kept all the information in order. For example, a student wanted to know more about engineering. When I ask a question, how many branches of engineering, majority of them say 5 branches. Maximum they say 10 branches. But to be surprised, there are more than 120 branches of engineering. All the branches may not available in Vizag or in India, but across the globe there are 120 branches of engineering, more than that. So what I have done is, we have kept all the branches of engineering in order, in alphabetical order. So a student just go there and you just click the link and you can see all the information related to it. Suppose he decided which branch he wanted. For example, you know that he wanted to one of the core branches, where he just come to core branch, and there we have this chemical, civil, electrical, and mechanical. I'm interested in mechanical engineering. You just click the word mechanical. You see all the results which are in order. First one itself says what is mechanical engineering, scope and career options. This article will give an idea of what exactly mechanical is all about. What are the career one should get all this. And later, if you look at just keep on going down, this articles increases. Now, when you come to this middle, there you see BTech mechanical engineering first year syllabus and subjects. So, what will be the subjects in the first year? And as you go down, here it is about books for mechanical engineering. So, this area covers the information related to students who are already pursuing mechanical. And as we go down, we have articles where these are the articles which scatter for the students. Suppose mechanical in Germany, I want to do this in other countries, right? And what are the career prospects for the students who are already doing mechanical? So we have kept this in hierarchy where the first few articles will talk about what exact the branch is. The second, what is there inside the branch, and what are the prospects of the branch. So we want to develop every information to all the branches. For example, if you just come to computer science, as I said, if you look at the Google, the information is vague, but in Edgrom, we have kept all the information in order. So here also we have a lot of filters inside all the branches we are looking. For example, you just click the word computer science. In this computer science, if you look at all the information again, it is segregated in order, and every information we kept is very, very easy to browse and easy to learn, easy to explore. This is one area where they can learn about their branches which are they are interested in. And as some of the questions were posted, just now I've seen some students have posted in the forum. I request those who posted the question in the chat box, better please post the questions here. You are going to get answer very quickly. It is a place where the students can post a lot of questions. So recently the JEE means exam was over. So we have a lot of question answers on JEE exam itself. And see, just like JEE means every question JEE advanced exam has negative mark. So a lot of questions were asked on the JEE means exam, and most of them are answered by the expert in their own domain. So here also we have a lot of filters. Students can pose the question and experts like you can answer them. It is a one place where they get information regarding to their questions. And we have one more product called as a blog, where we have developed one blog for each branch of engineering. And I post and post to Dr. Ravi Garu. He has given so much of information, very, very valuable, sir. We are really pleased and happy to say that you made our website so popular because of the content. The article, the way you write the articles are amazing. We are getting a lot of feedback. So the blogs, most of the blogs that we have published are written by Ravi Garu from Gayatri Vidya Parishad. So he writes articles very well and lot of content useful to the student in the present day situation. So in this way, we want to get very soon we are going to publish articles from one of the best person who is working in HP Labs. His name is Chandrakant Patel. Recently, we got a nod from him. So we want to publish some of his blogs. He is working in HP as a chief engineer. He is actually brought up in US, and we got a nod from him. And from next week onwards, we are going to add some of his blogs into section, so the students have an idea where they can read a lot of blogs. And one thing, we are conducting the webinars where we are conducting webinars on various topics and various exams. Those things will definitely help the students. Yeah, quickly I want to listen from Vinay. How useful this website to the students? I just wanted to learn from you, man.
Yes, sir, definitely it is very useful. I have seen at that time when I studied, right, I intermediate after IIT, like I want to know like where I want to join. Definitely there are no sources. I received so many things like which are not of my interest. I listen to mechanical branch, I listen to electronics, I listen to civil. Computer science, very less people suggested at that time. I don't know why. But my area of interest is that. But if you have a platform like this, so there will be some experts already who have gone through that phase. They can help the people who have those similar type of doubts. It's already, if you are preferring to go for CSE, so you have some doubts. Will there be a good packages after completion of 4 years, or will there be a good learning? There may be some kind of questions, so that can be answered. So this kind of platform definitely helps the students mainly, or the parents. Parents also can learn from this website. They don't force their sons or daughters to do this thing or that thing. They will also get to understand if they are missing anything. So this kind of platform definitely helps students, and it's a kind of mini search engine, not like a Google where it shows everything. So this is showing only the relevant things for students and parents. So yeah, definitely it's very helpful. What I can say.
Man. So you suggest to the students?
Yeah.
Yeah. Avinash, I want to listen from you very quickly on this.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say thank you for this website, sir. Like because many people got opportunity. Not only this website, you are connecting with different people. Because if someone is asking if someone is asking their suggestion, you are not only giving suggestion from your end, you are connecting with many people, many colleges, and many IT professionals, and you are giving the best suggestion out of it. So that is not easy. Not everyone will get it, even if you pay a lot of money also. So but you're giving free, and every I see that it's completely free, this webinar access and the completely site. So I want to say thanks, and I want all the students to use this opportunity very well.
Thank you so much, Avinash, for your kind words. Sir Ravi Garu, we are waiting for your,
Yeah,
Ravi,
yeah.
thanks for
First of all,
joining, sir.
thank you so much for the invitation again. So this is a right timing for many of the students who are aspiring for CSE or ECR because this is admission season, and at right time you have actually brought in the right people who have the kind of expertise in this particular domain, and they have exhibited. They also have gone through this kind of grill when they were studying. So in a sense, it is a right time and right place and a right discussion. So the my first question to the team, both Avinash and Vinay, because they also have gone through certain placement process, and one of the comments or one of the questions I think somebody asked 96 percentile in JEE mains, and if not get into NITs, what is the best option for CSE? So the question again to both of you. Is NIT matters, or is it is a college matters, or is a branch matters? This is number one question. Suppose if you say the college matters, and what are the qualities they need to develop right from the first year so that they can become an ace coder or a competitive coder by the end of the program. So once you go through these steps, I think once you explain this process, or from your perspective or from your organization perspective, what are all things you are actually doing? Because certain things are by inbuilt, they are kind of IQ level based. Certain things can be trained. So you are actually trying to do both the things. You are picking up, you are assessing certain qualities in an individual, and also you are offsetting or you are applying certain training methodologies to so that you whatever the gaps are there, those are the kind of things filled up. So what are all things you are doing from your methodology? So three aspects you can cover. Number one, college versus branch. Number two, the what is the methodology to get trained in the computer science? And three, what is that you are doing to offset if there are any gaps done or part of the individual? I think these three questions itself would set a platform for the entire discussions.
Yes, sir. So can I go ahead, sir?
Yeah, Vinay, first you answer.
Yes. Yeah. So branch versus college. So we already discussed this a little bit before. So what I can say is we summarized also. Thing is, like in college, some good colleges, right? So that will help you to learn things. Also, your interest matters a lot. So you have an interest in computer science, let's say, but you don't get a seat in computer science. You got all the other options, like so. Then you have to still have to think, like you have to plan ahead. Means in these 4 years, if I am taking civil, so my ultimate option is computer science or civil. You have to think before only. So if I go to civil, then I'll be able to move to computer science ultimately or not. So you have to think in that angle, and based on that, you have to take that call. Then you can join in a good college with a civil, but you have to take those steps in order to go into that CSE direction. Otherwise, it will be difficult because at the end of final year, right, you'll miss those skills that are required to work in a software company. So you will be on the civil, but you love CSE, but if you not practice that, if not adopted those skills, it will be a little problem. So yeah, so that's my thing. So if
Avinash, can you add to that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. So okay, it's like not the college where we studied in, because if you study in NITs, miracle won't happen. Even if you study in IITs, miracle won't happen. All the miracle we need to create wherever you study. It can be local college or from the NITs or IITs. So it's like society created these three kind of things, like IITs, NITs, and local. But if you want to reach, if you like, ultimately, one of the student asked right here, NIT, like they should aim for what they want to go after post that. Means they should have what they want to do. They want to join in some company, so they need to set their goal before, because why they also would like to know why they are joining in CSC to get a good job. To get a good job, like which company they should join. That also they should have in mind. To reach that goal, there are multiple ways to reach from. Either you can come like either you can study in some other college, you can do some job, and through experience you can go. It's all the miracle you need to create. Like no one will create for us. All we need to uh, do hard work. There is no substitute for reaching the goal.
Yeah.
Ravi garu, is that the answer you expected from them?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. True. Yeah.
Thanks for asking wonderful questions, sir. And they are with us from last 1.5 or so. So we just quickly wind up this. Avinash, and I just wanted to know what exactly your company is doing and what your target and how you are going to help the students community. Please explain about your company. We want to learn from you.
Yeah. Hi. I am the founder of the Demi Software Solutions. So last month we have started our company with inviting inauguration of the IT minister and local MLS and deputy mayor has started our company. So here the company, our main vision is to create 100 employment for 100 people and 1,000 quotas per year. Like people who are really who really missed the IITs, they can come to us to see what they're missing. We can fill their gaps. Because whatever they are learning in the NITs, IITs, those all things we can able to fill them if they can if the student can reach to us. I feel that there is no difference when they come to us. As all we are working, and the team also from FANG team like Vinay and Praveen and Naren, like all the top developers in India are working with us, so we can give the best suggestion to all the students.
Yeah, definitely. That's a wonderful service you're doing because the students require a lot of that service. Ravi Garu knows better than me. And meanwhile, Avinash, you can please share your contact number so that the student who wish to what called as contact, they can contact you. You can share your details in the chat box. Vinay,
Sure.
can you share more about that company that you are working with? I mean, the Avinash company.
The Debbie Software Solutions, right? Avinash. So so I am part of the Demi Software Solutions. So it started recently only. So I was part of that from beginning. So we are around 3 people currently, apart from founder. So 3 people we are working on delivering the best in terms of coding, programming. So nowadays for the computer science students, or it's not computer science, from electronics, civil. So who wants to go to a software, who wants to choose software as a profession, they can learn a lot here. So their programming skills will be improved. Just not the programming skills. Through this process of learning, they will improve their thinking. They'll improve their analytical skills, mathematical skills. They will improve all their skills in this process of 3 months. We started one course called Mastering DS and Algo from the experts. So we already faced what happened in the real world. So we experienced something. We wanted to deliver it to the students. Like mainly we are focusing on the students. So those who want to improve their programming skills, we want to create that awareness. They will definitely improve after joining this course, and it will help them to achieve to join the product-based companies with better packages. And yeah, definitely it will be a great learning.
Yeah, thank you so much, man, for sharing your details of the company. I wish you the wonderful success in the ahead. We are really proud of you. And definitely your company, Avinash, don't worry, it will go in leaps and bounds. Soon it is going to help a lot of students from different colleges, and we definitely recommend to students who are and when definitely some of the students are watching this webinar also will get to know, right? Yeah, before we wind up, Ravi, just I want to hear a quick answer from you. What suggestions you give to the students who want to join engineering colleges, that to those who wish to join Gayatri College? Well, sir.
I think instead of me answering, maybe the Gayatri alumni answer that, that would be helpful. that becomes a harsh mouth. Otherwise, it becomes a selling from my side. So,
No, sir,
Avinash
one
and
because you are so
Vinay and
experienced man
Monica.
in the field.
So, I think
I want to
no,
know what suggestions you give to the, I mean, students who want to join engineering.
no, I think Monica is also on the call. So, she is an
Oh,
alumni of Gayatri. So, I request Monica to answer this.
that's better. That's better. Oh, I thought she is actually intermediate students. I'm sorry. Yeah, please, Monica, please unmute yourself and can share about something about Gayatri College.
Monica, are you available? Are you there?
Maybe she is not available here.
Okay. Or otherwise, you both can answer this. So.
Yeah. Vinay, what one suggestion you give to students who want to join Gayatri College?
Yeah, so it's a very good college, I can say. Very good college, no doubt about that, because the faculty is very good, I can say. They are very friendly, like they are friendly to approach your doubts and all. So you don't need to fear about things you don't understand. You can freely approach them, and they will guide you properly. Means for everything. It's not just about the curriculum. They talk about your future career, your opportunities. Next, what are your learning opportunity here, and they will help you in every area. I can say it's a good place to learn. One of the best colleges in AP, I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, Avinash, quickly from your side.
Yes, yes.
Why Gayatri?
Yeah, one has to study in Gayatri GVP, because the reason I was here today, because of Ravi sir, he was in GVP college. So he motivates students and he inspires students. Like there is a lot of inspiration, and there is a lot of very many good faculties are there, and there is a lot of scope for learning. Like always, follow your passion. I learned the same from the college.
So adding to that, see, we the Gayatri College attracts the best of Andhra Pradesh. It's right after AU and JNTU. I think if you see our CSC numbers, right? So last year we closed by 2,700 rank, MSET rank. That means that the best of AP are preferring this private institution, self-finance institution. And more than all that, I think the peer learning would be the best. Definitely, I think that is the kind of ecosystem, that is the kind of freeness we are providing to all the students. Of course, various platforms, the access to the various platforms are already provided. So the peer learning plus access to the platforms gives the best possible learning for any CSC student. So as you all know, it is anyway known fact that YouTube is the best teacher. So while we provide whatever best mentoring possible from our side, of course, everything is available for free for learning. However, so much of free content is also dangerous at a point of time. It leads to a confusion. So that is the time a peer learning or the peer access is very, very important for a crucial decisions and so on. So the best of AP from all districts come and join us. So that way, I think they each other discuss and try to see what best they can extract from each other and try to see put them into the right direction and so on. So this is another good option for us when someone chooses these kind of colleges.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much. I think Monica is there. Monica, can you please unmute yourself and share your feedback about Gayatri?
Yes, sir. Yeah, actually, I was unmuting at the wrong place. Sorry, I could not respond. It's a very nice place to complete do your engineering, because it provides placements for all the candidates, and the the faculty there is very much helpful. I mean, they're very much approachable, I can say. during our projects or during our academics, everything. It's we have, I mean, in Gayatri we have the best faculty, I can say. Yeah. uh, it helped me in progressing in my career very much.
Thank you so much for your quick feedback, Monica, because I can see Ravi Garu is an asset to Gayatri, and proudly I can say that he is such a, I mean, you are, sir, like, I mean, a walking library, sir. You have so much knowledge. We admire you so much. And you have a lot of fans. Because I get a lot of, I mean, information whenever I publish a blog of you, right? Yeah, thank you so much, because Edgrom is indebted to Gayatri, sir, because our co-founder is a Gayatri, a student from Gayatri, and you are contributing a lot of blogs to, you are also from Gayatri. These guys, the wonderful people, Avinash and Vinay is from Gayatri, and there are so many people. Hanmant Rao Garu is an ex-faculty of Gayatri. So Edgrom is nothing without Gayatri people, I can say that. Thank you so much. We really love you all, and definitely I hope you will continue the same way. That shows how committed you are for the development of the students community. Thank you so much, Ravi Garu, for your busy schedule. You joined with us today, and you really shared your information and inspired us. And especially, I should thank you once again for bringing Vinay to this wonderful platform. He shared so much of information today. Avinash, thank you so much, man. You have shared. Your words are very crispy, but you made the point. I really appreciate you, man. You spoke very less, but you made the point. Thank you once again for all the wonderful people today we have. This is all from our side. Next week, we are going to conduct an important webinar on engineering, how to choose a better college. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again all. Yeah, this is all from my side. We had a wonderful discussion today. Thank you so much, Vinay and Avinash. You're so patient enough to stay till the end, almost 1.5 hours, 2 hours nearly. You are there with us, but your knowledge will help a lot of students in the coming years. And I wish that your company also will prosper like anything. Thank you so much. Ravi Garu, thank you, sir. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much. And I should appreciate Monica for sharing your feedback, and Sharath for staying so long from the beginning. Thank you once again for all. Thank you so much.
Thanks a
This
lot.
is all from my side. Let's catch up the next week.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you, Vinay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.